from behind your elbow. For us, in our line, it's one of the most important things that we do because it determines the structure of what we're doing. It determines how solid any of our hands or any of our defensive or offensive actions are going to be. Too many people in other lines, in our opinion, just don't have this. You can see it, you'll see it when you look all over YouTube. So now that I'm going to show you what this is, you'll now have a knowledge to understand when someone is not doing this. And when they're not, you can completely take advantage of what they're doing because they're not going to have any structure in that moment when you touch. It's not going to be solid. As we use our elbow, we're using it for both offense and defense. It is what makes us solid. It's what we actually use in between us and the other person. So fight from behind your elbow means everything you do has an elbow behind it. This includes your strikes. When you're striking, as I'm hitting here, my elbow's literally physically behind it. Okay? When I'm doing a tan sao, my elbow's physically behind it. When I'm doing a bong sao, my elbow is still behind the effort. If I'm here in a bong sao and pressure's becoming here, I'm not going to be able to sustain that pressure. It's going to mush in, or I'm going to need to then get my elbow again in between me and the other person at that same thing with a fook, with a jump, with every move in Wing Chun, your elbow's got to be behind you and the other person. For instance, a lot of times people will try to do maybe a tan sao. Okay, they're trying to be so light right here. Well, you can't have lightness without solidity. So that's why structure has to be developed first. They try to go so light, or then they feel light doesn't work, so then somebody pushes. And I like to say, no mush, no push. Mush and push is the extremes of not having structure, right? So mush would be, okay, my elbow's here. Someone presses on it, it collapses. It's called cho-kyu, or bridge too close, right? I can't do anything from here. I've got to keep distance between my elbow and my body. I'm not fighting from behind my elbow anymore. It doesn't do a thing. The elbow has to have the effort in it. You have to have a constant forward energy on your elbow at all times. It's what actually does the movements, whether strikes or defenses. Your elbow drives your punches. Your elbow drives your tans, your defenses, all of them. The elbow is driving it forward. The body or the shoulder does not drive it, right? It connects. The shoulder needs to be down and connected to the rest of your body. The shoulder becomes part of your structure behind the elbow, not the driving force from it. When you see people doing the dummy, you'll see them coming back and crashing into the dummy. You'll see when people are doing chi sao, they're, coming back and forward or retracting before they're doing different things. This isn't correct, all right? You need to constantly have this. In fact, your elbow is your force field. Think of it that way. Your elbow is your force field that constantly protects you from them getting too close to you. You can learn to dominate distance and how close someone gets to you by maintaining this elbow and constantly fighting from behind that elbow. When that elbow goes away, now there's another way that this elbow can go away, and it's bringing it out too far, right? This is called feijong, or flying elbow, right? Your elbow's too wide. Your elbow's too wide, you try to protect yourself from it. You can't protect yourself with a hand. Hands don't protect yourself. Hands are for attacking or for helping you clear things out of the way, or even snaking or your way through, finding, right? Feeling. Elbows are behind that effort. So your hands can be light. You want light hands in Wing Chun. The only way to have light hands in Wing Chun is to make sure your elbow is strong behind it. And then you develop this independence between your elbow and your hand. right? So then when you strike, your hands can be pretty light even as you're doing it, because you're going through one point here with the power of the elbow. Man, I can't tell you how many people just simply don't know this. But here's what I want you to do. If you're not understanding this concept that I'm bringing to you, it's crucial. I need you to understand it. No matter what lineage you use, I want every lineage to be able to have this concept when what they're doing. I want Wing Chun as a whole to get better. I don't care if you're a student of mine or in the lineage of mine. I don't care, but quite honestly, you need it. Wherever you are, okay? Whoever you are, you need it. And I'm not going to name any names, but there's a lot of famous people that practice Wing Chun that simply don't have it. You can look for yourself and see it for yourself. If you don't understand this concept, if this isn't clear to you, please ask me questions down below. I need for everyone to understand this as Wing Chun practitioners. I need for the level of Wing Chun to continue to raise. And that's why I want to bring you these concepts. How did I get it? My Sifu knew it. Plain and simple. Why does he know it? Well, his Sifu knew it. Plain and simple. I don't know the end all and be all of why that is. I don't know. But I want to make sure you know it now. Okay? I have an online course at wingchunlessons.com that you can go to and you can learn all about my approach to Sun and Tao, the beginning of even sticky hands, energy work, simultaneous attack and defense. Lots of concepts that should be in other types of Wing Chun, but just simply aren't, maybe forgotten or never were there. I don't know why. They're just not. And just very, very important things about structure that really make your Wing Chun work. For those people that are doing Wing Chun and it doesn't work against all these different other arts, something's wrong with your Wing Chun, okay? So again, if you're looking for this online program, now this online program is a beginner's course. I can't fully teach everything there is to know about Wing Chun online. There's two parts to Wing Chun. There's a solo training work that you do, and there's partner training work. I can't teach you the partner training work. I can't do that. But I can give you the one half of it, and that is your solo training. That's why this course is a 90-day program. After that, we're going to have to work on continued training together, where you can take periodic trips to come see me, and we can work on Zoom and things like that. But anyway, my online course is at wingchunlessons.com. And again, I'm Sifu Adam Willis. Thank you much.